Hey everybody, so I got my company up and running, Athenos Ascension Consulting, and I'm working on helping people, teaching them how to beat the conflict, how to beat their employers and stuff. So I'm also going to get a Twitch account going. It's going to be under Bobcraft1776. That'll be up hopefully this week, and I'm going to be doing some radio stuff where you can follow me and I can kind of give you pointers. You can ask questions and we can talk about the dialogue of how to do this stuff. So when I'm telling you guys or I'm saying stuff, I know it's hard to conceptualize. The other thing is, right now I'm taking on a judge, 2 lawyers, the police department, Charlotte County government, some more lawyers in there, and elected officials, right? That's me. I don't expect you to take on that load where you guys are starting, okay? But you got to get the basics down. You got to get the foundation down of the articulation of how to approach it and how to do it. The easiest way is to start with something simple and small that is conflictual, and then apply the structure to it of presenting the claim, getting the other person to respond, and then going into the dialection process or the question and answer process to find the truth. Okay? What it does, it helps with verbal communication, it helps with written communication, and it allows you to mitigate challenges or conflict easily and build up your confidence. Okay, so I don't expect you to head on the biggest conflict you have in your life, your family, your whatever. I mean, my brother, I called him up. I hadn't talked to him in years. I was angry with him, and I called him up when I figured this process out, and I figured out how to fart, and I figured out how we're supposed to socially interact, algorithmically, and I called him up. And I told him, I said, I'm mad at you. I've been mad at you a long time. And I'm mad at you because you have failed in life. And you're smarter than anyone I've ever met. And I'm frustrated with you because you could have been so much more. But it was the articulation of putting the feelings first, putting the action second, asking for something in return, and doing it as soon as I can, which apparently was years because I hadn't cleared it out in years. So, because I did this, our relationship has gotten better. And you know what he said to me? He was angry at first. He's like, I'm mad at you too. I'm angry at you too. And I'm like, well, I'm happy to listen to anything you're angry at. And I'm not going to be offended. He has a right to feel angry. And his response was, I can't think of anything right now. I know you can't, because you're angry. Because when you're angry, you can't think of anything. You're blind as a bat. That's why when people are manipulating you, getting them angry is to your advantage, because you're boxing them in to being angry. Well, they're blind as bats when they're angry. They can't think of anything. They're like puppies. You just play with them. But you got to start small, and you got to get better. Okay, and then you're going to start to see a healthy relationship where you're just friends versus a competitive relationship that's good as long as you're declaring the terms of competition. If not, you're playing intellectual chess with people that you should be friends with. And that's unhealthy. You cannot be in conflict all the time. It's not good. You have to have balance. That's why the Bible says you got to have the Sabbath day. You got to have a day where you relax. You got to have a day where you're not in the competition, you're not fighting, you're not arguing, you're not engaged in righteousness, you're not doing it because it's just right, you're just living. You got to have a little bit of everything. You got to have some balance. So, my advice in this one is start small, get some of the structures down, start to articulate, and then get that dialogue open. Handling kids, I have a friend who actually, I talked to her about this, and she was having some trouble with her son. His son, I think he was like 7 or 8 at the time. And she's like, I can't get him off the video games. I can't get him. And I told her, I said, we don't learn through telling people things. We learn through questioning them and getting them to say the words. They have to say the words. So she's like, you know what, I'm going to use this. I'm going to try it. And she tried it on her son, and I said, how's it going? And she told me a couple weeks later, she goes, I don't have to fight with him anymore. I'm like, what? She said, I don't have to fight with him anymore. I got him to say it, that, it's not appropriate, and it's not. And now when I call him, he just comes. He realized. I said, yeah, because you questioned him. So I'm gonna go with that. I'll keep you guys updated, and hopefully I can help somebody. I'll talk to you later.